Hi angels, welcome back to another DIY video. So in this video we're going to be making this cute fur hat. It is so gorgeous, especially this one. I saw the same color fur as I bought that. It looks so cute, but you know, I went with my own little color. You guys get the idea. So I got this bucket hat from Amazon. Looks good. We got some E6000 glue, my scissors, and the fur that we're going to be using, which is from Amazon, if you can focus. I don't know how many of these is going to take to use, but we shall see. So this is just everything that we're going to need, and also some scissors. I want to show you guys how this looks. I decided to go with yellow and black, obviously. This came in 2 bags. Ooh, I can see how it's looking. Hold on. Okay, so this is how it looks. As if it's going to be shedding, but the color, it is so pretty. I think it's going to look good. Alright, let's get started. So layer it down. I'm going to start from the inside first, because I want it to look very, very thick. It sounds like it might be cold. So like this. Just go around and circle. Okay, hopefully it'll turn out great. The only thing that I would change about this project is I should have used a more oversized bucket hat. This one was the size of my head, but I needed something a little bit more bigger, a little bit more fuller. But it's fine. I can always remake it, but I still think it turned out great. So I already show you guys everything that we're going to be using. We're going to be using 2.5 of these fur trim things. Fur trim. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want it to be layered out, because obviously there's going to be fur inside and fur outside of the coat, outside of the jacket. Oh my God, what am I saying? Outside of the hat. We're making a fur hat. So I'm making sure that this fur is close to the edge so that it can just be laying off and just be looking fluffy. So I'm just going to be cutting it to size and then going over it with my E6000 glue. Make sure that you get all of the corners, all of the edges. This glue smells so bad, and it actually, because I was squeezing it so hard, it burst at the corner. So do keep that in mind. After I glue everything down, I let it sit overnight for it to be dried. And then in the morning, I'm going to show you guys what I did. I don't think I messed up in the morning, but I just think I got a little bit lazy because I realized that it would be taking a while for me to just be gluing everything down by hand. Having to wait during each process to make sure that its glue stick on properly, but yeah, it turned out fine, I guess. So after I glue down these two, I make sure to press down on it properly so that the actually glue can stick onto the bucket hat and that it could be drying in place. So that's how I keep on rubbing the fur to make sure that it's sticking on there good and that there's no space in between every part that I cut, if that makes sense. So we're just going to let this sit and dry overnight. I just wanted to see how it would look before I just start gluing everything down, and I didn't like it. Especially with this E6000 glue, it's not the type of glue that you can just strip it off. Maybe I have no strength, but this glue is very, very strong. So it would be hard to just rip off if I didn't like it. So I'm just redoing the same thing over and over again until I fill up the inside of the hat. Squeeze in the glue. By the way, this fur thing sheds a lot. Like sheds. I don't know how to get it to stop. But that's just how it is. You can see how it's look. You can see that there's space in between. Whenever there's space, I just use my E6000 glue and just glue the furs together so that it doesn't look that obvious. Or you can just cut a little bit more of the fur and just stick it right there and then just glue it down. Whichever way works best for you. But I just use the fur. But actually, I'm going to need to cover it a little bit more. But this is how it's looking. You guys get an idea? It looks so pretty. I love the yellow. I wasn't too certain about the color. I was thinking about maybe I should have gotten a lighter color or a more bolder color, but I think this color went well. And I didn't want to pick pink because I always pick pink whenever I'm doing a project. So, yeah, it looks good. I'm just pressing down on it to make sure that the glue is sticking on. So now it's in the morning. I decided to see how the hot glue would work on this project because I didn't want to be waiting for it to dry with the E6000 glue. And I really didn't have enough of the glue and I didn't want to buy more. So I just decided to use a hot glue gun. The best thing is to place this as close to the edge as possible so that there's no space in between. And yeah, I'm just going around in circles with the hot glue, giving a few seconds for it to dry. Make sure that you're pressing down on it. You're putting your weight on it so the glues just stick on there. That's like what I'm doing here, even though it's hot. It's not that hot. And then just layering it up top. Okay, so this is how it's look. I'm letting the hot glue dry, but I'm just layering them up onto each other, like placing them onto each other so that it could be nice and thick and there's no space in between. So we're going to end up having to use 2 of these. So yeah. But I should have kept on using the E6000 glue, but I just hate the way how it smelled. It's giving me a headache. So that's why I decided, okay, maybe the hot glue would be better. But I recommend just keep on using the E6000 glue. That'll just make sure everything's secure properly. By the way, these things shed. I have been cleaning up my blanket. Every time that this thing shakes, it's just falling off. So keep that in mind. This sheds very, very much. But it looks good so far. We just have the top to finish. I wanted to see how the hat would look on my head, so I just put it over on top of my bonnet. And it looks good. There's space in between, so I'm going to have to fill that up. But it looks good so far. Alrighty, so I'm almost finished up. I just have the top part to do. And you can see that I have a little bit more left. But this thing is shedding all over my blanket. All over the place. Like, it is ridiculous. But this is how it's look. I'm almost finished. It looks good so far. Yay. Alrighty, so this is how it turned out. It turned out so cute. Like I said before, my only problem is the shedding of this. This is shedding so much, but it looks good. Here is it 360. I didn't show you guys me doing the top because it's the same process over and over again, just layering it up. This is so soft. I love it. It turned out so cute. But yeah, so okay, let's hope the light is better now, but this is how it looks. I just wanted to give you guys a better view of it. Yeah, I love it. I thought that the hat was going to be way too small and that it wouldn't be fluffy, but it looks good. I love it. Bling, 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 bling. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. By the way, this is not heavy. It just feels light on my head. You don't really feel it unless it starts shedding. Just look at it shedding. This is crazy. Alright, yeah. This is so cute. Cute.